What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UTSA Roadrunners. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Roadrunners will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owen. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll leave it with him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season when they took a few lumps and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Spins away from the defense. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Throws to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
He's got it. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now on first down from the 30. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The give to the tailback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Brown wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run, and they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Snatches it on the run. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure.
Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibbs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Brings up
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll return it from the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got his man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Coming out with it, it's Owen. Gives him the big stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the ground with the back. Sweet cut there. Got the first down. Looking for more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Brown will throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UTSA! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up blue. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Yeah, and how about it? Never a doubt. 4th down, you stick true to the RPO game and who you are. Hand the football off, make the right read, get the big 4th down conversion.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Brown will throw it. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. The defense putting points on the board.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took...
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Complete downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little.
Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
I think a really big key in the RPO game is having really good rhythm and timing. Offense didn't have it there, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Troy!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Brown wants to pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Tight coverage by this defense, creating the interception, and man, for a second, it looked like he was about to house that. The offense does a good job becoming the defense and making the play around midfield.
He'll bring it out. It's De La Rosa. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Rushes on him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on second down. Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Going deep. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, UTSA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Trying to beat him to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
UTSA 42, Troy 6.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Quarterback gets the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field.
Here we go.
Using his legs, it's Owen. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
Come on, Seth.
Off the play fake. He's going to let it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce.
He uncorks one deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection.
And they will score! Touchdown, Roadrunners!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds it back in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. On the move. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this,
finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
He's brought down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Steps away. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this...
Give him 6. Touchdown, UTSA!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Got enough for the 1st. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Akbar. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and that can take some big shots at man coverage down the field.
The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
Here we go.
Direct snap. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fly trumpet. Fly trumpet.
He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Gain of 20.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Roadrunners have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Pass to first down. Markham still running. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Snap to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the touchdown, UT San Antonio. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line.
Military start. Ready to go.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it
makes the grab deep. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Still looking. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got the back over the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Gain of 18.